Hey bosses, today I wanted to talk to you about something that's really important, I think, and I recently received an email about it, and I thought that I would actually share it with you guys because this is a huge challenge when it comes to managing teams, managing, obviously individuals, direct reports. And that is reasons why managers avoid difficult conversations. And when it comes to difficult conversations, we as managers have an obligation to actually have those with our direct reports. And as a CEO, if you see that your managers are really struggling with having those difficult conversations with their employees, it's really actually due to several reasons. And I want to share with you 5 reasons today why managers avoid having those difficult conversations with their direct reports. Hey, I'm Dr. Heather Williamson with the Transformation Group, and welcome back to the channel. So if you know other managers that are struggling, having those difficult conversations with their direct reports, then share this video because this may actually help them. All right, so today I want to share with you those 5 reasons. The first is that having that difficult conversation with that direct report, I'm telling you, is never easy. And it's never easy, but it is necessary. But it is never easy because regardless of the topic, it may be confrontational. And confrontation doesn't always have to be really bad. It can be things just simply as, hey, I have a differing opinion of your performance, and this is my reason why. Or this is some areas that I see that need improvement, and this is the reason why. However, the person who is receiving this information or this feedback may not look at it as very positive and may not be open to it. So there's going to be some confrontation that's possibly involved. The second reason why managers avoid having those difficult conversations is because it's fear of the unknown. So as a manager, a supervisor, you can never anticipate how that employee is going to respond to you. You kind of have ideas how it's going to happen, but you never really know. And so that fear of, I don't know how they're going to take it when I have to tell them that they're not meeting expectations. Oh my God, I just don't want to deal with it. It's that fear of the unknown. So the third reason why managers actually avoid having those difficult conversations is because it can be emotional. And typically when, and I know this happens, a lot with females, and I don't mean to generalize, but there are some women who get upset and may cry when it comes to giving feedback that they're not wanting to hear. Other people may just get angry and storm out depending on the feedback that's being shared, or it's just, people actually get emotional in many different ways. And it's never going to be fun. It can be scary when you are knowing that this is possibly going to happen, that employee is going to be emotional and get angry or cry, get upset. It's never fun, and you never really want that person to be put in that situation, and everybody responds differently, but it does happen. The fourth reason why managers avoid those difficult conversations is because they have never been coached on how to give feedback. I mean, they're winging it. They're basing their delivery on how they have received it in the past, or maybe they've seen their boss given feedback to somebody else. So they've never really been coached or advised on how to give constructive feedback. And so as a result, it's never very easy, and it may not be done well. So when it comes to, coaching somebody on giving constructive feedback and having those difficult conversations, what's involved is empathy and also that balance act of being assertive. So how do you let that person know that you understand them, you have experienced something similar, and here's how I want to help you. those are things that is learned as when you become that manager and have to deal with this. So coach your employees or your managers on how they can give constructive feedback and have those difficult conversations. Now, the fifth reason why managers may avoid those difficult conversations is because sometimes that conversation that needs to be had gets sprung on them. So I know from coaching in the past with a specific client, they actually had to address two employees who were fighting with each other. So that is never easy. It's something that has to be addressed quickly, and it's obviously sprung on them. It's not something that they've had time to think about and figure out how to respond to, and so it has to be addressed immediately, and that difficult conversation obviously has to be had. So when situations like that arise or something similar, it's never easy, but it has to be addressed. And sometimes sometimes it's avoided, and behavior just goes on and on. So when it comes to, avoiding those conversations, those difficult conversations, these are some reasons why managers, supervisors actually, avoid them. And so this is some key information that you as their boss need to really understand and help them overcome them through coaching opportunities. So hopefully this was helpful. If you did find this useful, then please like the button below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can get more tidbits of leadership advice. And last but not least, go out and be that boss that your employees want to work for. Until next time, bye guys.